introduction. Indeed, my name is Francesca. My pronouns are she and her, and my preferred pronouns are I and me. I love to get a good deal of attention, so I truly love this setting because I'm here and I talk. To be honest, I wanted to be a singer, but I cannot sing. So for now, the talking would do. But of course, the most important thing is that you're there and you're listening. Actually, I think some of you may even have spent some money to be here. Yeah, that feels good. But the fun fact is that sometimes in the past, my ex-girlfriend would also come to my shows. And she would also eventually buy a ticket, which means she would literally spend money to listen to me, which is weird, because when I was talking it was for free, she would never listen. Yeah, that's how it works. So indeed, it's been like quite a intense night, also in terms of the topics, and I was asked to close it up because with comedy we're gonna have a laugh together, right? Just to release some emotions. However, what not everyone knows is that for comedians, comedy is also a form of therapy. So that's what's gonna happen now. We're gonna do some therapy together, and in particular, I would like to talk to you about 2022. I would like for us to go together through my own 2022. It was a tough year. So much happened. Just gonna make a tiny list, huh? So I started the year with just a fresh energy, and I went on holiday with some friends, and as soon as we arrived at the location, everyone got COVID. So we spent the whole holiday in quarantine. That was just how it started. And then as the months went by, my cat got sick and then eventually died. Yeah. At the same time, my grandma died. Yeah, I know. I went completely no contact with my ex-girlfriend. Oh no, that's also kind of good. I met a girl, I fell in love, I got dumped, everything in 5 weeks. I truly struggled with my health, physically especially, and then that also had an impact on my mental health. So jokes aside, it was like a tough year. However, the one thing at the end of the year that looking back really made me realize, wow, this was tough shit, was that the first song on my Spotify Wrapped was by Taylor Swift. That's when I look at myself and was like, girl, you are fucked up. But now I'm working on it. And in fact, I transitioned from Taylor Swift to Miley Cyrus this year. Getting better! Getting back on track. Which also means I'm single. Yeah! That's exactly what I get. But I'm single, and you know, when you're single, one of the questions that you get asked the most is that, hey, do you have a type? And do you have a type?
No.
No.
I'm bisexual, so no.
All right. Yeah. I'm actually me neither. And I've been reflecting on the people that I dated in the past or I had some flings with. They are quite different from each other. However, I noticed that they have a few things in common that maybe they also have in common with me. And these things are that they are usually very attractive. Very attractive, not just average attractive, like very attractive. Starting from the fact that they tend to be taller than me. I have this kind of fetish, I guess, that's why I moved to the Netherlands. And they are emotionally all over the place. So this also made me think that probably being pretty and being pretty fucked up at the end. But the problem of dating very attractive people is that you are so focused in looking at them that then you don't see any red flag anymore, right? Or just like the bar gets very low, so you end up tolerating things that you wouldn't tolerate otherwise. To make a strong example, I went on a date with this girl, and then as she arrived, I'm like, seriously, is this happening to me? Is this person here at the table with me? It was such a warm day, and she was so beautiful. And then we ordered some wine, and she put ice in her wine. Yeah, I'm Italian. Huh? And still, I went on the second day, and even I got feelings. So this is the danger of dating attractive people. And I'm in this phase in life where I date here and there, la la la. The one thing I never do is to date men. I have absolutely no experience there. Thank you so much. I see in this room I have a lot in common with many people. And lately I was at the show, and like a fellow comedian was talking about dating men. And at a certain point, she was describing the stereotypical straight men, they're usually white, that you meet on dating apps. And apparently, something that is really stereotypical about their bio is that they would have as a not negotiable pineapple on pizza. Which, my fellow comedian was like throwing shit at the guy, saying, oh my god, seriously, that's the non-negotiable, men are so basics. Well, honestly, yeah, that's a non-negotiable. So, this one man there, yeah, I relate to them. Don't like men, but I understand where this is coming from. And while I'm living my best single life, I'm also at the age at which eventually I could have kids. This is not gonna happen, I think, because I'm really not interested. And when I say that I don't want to have kids, usually people assume that it's because I don't like kids. But the truth is that I do not like parents. I find that the transformation that people go through once they have kids is just too bad. I remember I used to have friends and they were extremely nice and interesting people. Then they became parents and they just became someone unrelatable. I lost some friends and I gained these tiny humans, right? And then what I don't like about parents is that they are, subordinates of these tiny humans, and then they get obsessed about these tiny people, and they really want you to like them. Which I'm like, okay, fair enough, they're cute, but once I saw them once not being capable of eating, that's the fun ends, right? Plus, I cannot talk to them, I don't know how they think and what they think, plus if I just observe the education that you're giving them, probably they will become asshole one day, so we're never gonna be friends, so I don't wanna engage too much with these tiny humans. And at the same time, people are like, yeah, but you could still think about, missing out on this miracle, which is pregnancy. It's the best thing that can ever happen. This idea of growing, a new body into your own body. Which, well, to be honest, I had a tumor in my leg, which it's also like growing a body in my own body. Yeah, also that left the body, and they didn't even smash my vagina. I think I had the experience. And to close on a topic that I think is familiar to everyone, it's Pisces season, right? Let's talk about astrology. To be honest, I don't know anything about that. Just not interested in the stars and in the signs. However, as a queer person and feeling a strong sense of belonging to my community, I feel I have the moral obligation and the responsibility to know at least the basics when it comes to astrology, to be at least able to engage in a conversation. Because I find astrology is for queer people the same as cryptocurrency, straight man. It doesn't matter whether you understand that, it doesn't matter whether you really believe in it, you need to show interest and talk about it, right? I think if there would be like NFTs for queers, it would be NF tarots, right? But the thing is that what I learned recently is that besides our main sign, which I think is the sun sign, right? The one the day that you're born, it's the sun. You also have multiple other things, such as like a rising and a moon. And in order to calculate them, you need to know the exact time of your birth. So, well, I couldn't remember when I was born exactly. So I asked my parents. And the alarming thing was that they didn't know either. They couldn't agree on the time. So instead of like processing the trauma of my parents not knowing when I was born, I was just asking them, can you please go to the municipality, ask for the documentation